Looking up at the giant trees, Pee-Pee and the cat get ready for a big day of fishing in the clear stream. Look at that! Pee-Pee lifts his net high, showing off a wiggly fish, while the cat stares in amazement. Splash! The cat tries his best to catch one too, making a big splash while Pee-Pee cheers him on. Success! Both friends have full nets now, running from ear to ear with their baskets ready to be filled. Walking away with heavy baskets, Pee-Pee and the cat leave footprints on the sandy river bank, proud of their catch. Check this out! Pee-Pee shows off his biggest catch yet, getting a thumbs up from his happy kitty friend. Paddling fast down the country road, the duo races on their trikes with fish baskets bouncing on the back. Smiling big for the camera, Pee-Pee and the cat enjoy the breeze and the blue sky as they ride along. Oh no! A tractor zooms by, startling the cat who tumbles off his bike, sending fish flying everywhere. Poor kitty sits on the road looking dizzy while Pee-Pee rushes over to check on his friend and the spilled fish. Help arrives, an ambulance pulls up, and dog paramedics rush out with a stretcher to help the injured cat. Gently, the paramedics lift the cat onto the stretcher while Pee-Pee watches closely, hoping his friend is okay. Into the ambulance they go. Pee-Pee waves goodbye, promising to visit his friend at the hospital very soon. At the hospital, the cat rests in bed while a doctor checks him. Pee-Pee stands by, worried but hopeful. Determined to help, Pee-Pee rides his trike alone, paddling hard to sell the fish and pay for the bills. Market day, Pee-Pee stands at his stall, selling fresh fish to a busy crowd of chickens and other animals. Counting his earnings, Pee-Pee drops gold coins into his treasure chest, happy that his hard work paid off. Back in the kitchen, Pee-Pee washes a big fish, getting it ready for a special meal to cheer up his friend. Chop, chop, chop! Pee-Pee cuts the fish into pieces and mixes them with spices in a bowl, cooking with love. The pot bubbles on the stove, steam rising high. Pee-Pee watches the soup cook, smelling the delicious aroma. Special delivery. Pee-Pee rides to the hospital and surprises the cat with a warm pot of homemade fish soup. Feeling better, the cat joins Pee-Pee in the orchard to pick bright pink dragon fruit under the sunny sky. Look who's here! A red tractor with a friendly face drives by, and Pee-Pee and the cat wave hello to the driver. The tractor stops to help. Pee-Pee hands baskets of fruit to the cat, loading up the grain trailer together. Teamwork makes the dream work. They lift the heavy baskets, and even the tractor seems to smile at them. High five! Job well done! Walking home, they find a playful puppy jumping straight into a muddy puddle. Stuck in the mud, Pee-Pee and the cat rush to pull the puppy out, getting splashed as he shakes himself dry. All aboard, Pee-Pee drives the tractor while the cat and the muddy puppy ride in the trailer with the fruit. Bumping along the palm tree road, the puppy takes a tumble right into another mud puddle. Oh no! Stop the tractor. Pee-Pee and the cat jump off again to rescue the puppy, giving him comfort and a hug. Back on the road, Pee-Pee drives with the puppy by his side this time, safe and sound on their journey home. Bath time. Pee-Pee washes the muddy puppy in a tub full of bubbles while the cat scrubs away the dirt. Blow dry time. Pee-Pee dries the puppy's fur while the cat brushes him until he's fluffy and clean again. Snack time. Pee-Pee slices dragon fruit while the cat and puppy build towers with colorful blocks nearby. While the blocks stack up, Pee-Pee starts kneading dough on the counter, getting ready to bake something sweet. Oops, the cat tries to crack an egg but makes a mess on his face, making the puppy laugh out loud. Into the oven, Pee-Pee and the cat slide a tray of pink cupcake batter inside, excited for the treat. Watch them rise through the glass, The pink cupcakes puff off with flour toppings, baking to perfection. Ding! The cupcakes are done. They look fluffy and delicious, steaming hot and ready to be eaten. Breakfast is served. Pee-Pee sets the table with sausages and juice, looking happy to start the day. Yeah, Pee-Pee, the cat, and the puppy enjoy a hearty breakfast together, eating sandwiches and drinking juice. Playtime. The friends play with blocks and a big colorful subscribe sign pops up for everyone to see. In the garden, Pee-Pee picks a giant red tomato and hands it to the cat, surrounded by lush green plants. Riding bikes through the cornfields, Pee-Pee carries a basket of tomatoes while the cat holds onto one tightly. Scary cave. The cat stands nervously at the entrance holding his tomato, leaves blowing in the wind. A bear appears. Terrified, the cat throws his tomato at the bear as it steps out of the dark cave. Splat! The tomato hits the bear's nose. The cat runs away in a panic, with a playful bear chasing after. Gotcha! The bear catches the cat in a big hug and licks the tomato juice, surprising the confused kitty. Pee-Pee arrives just in time to see the hug. He smiles wide, realizing the bear just wants to be friends. Safe and sound, Pee-Pee hugs the relieved cat while the friendly bear smiles in the background. Market day again. Pee-Pee sells a jar of golden honey to a happy white rabbit under the bright sun. Cooking up a storm, Pee-Pee stirs the diced tomatoes in a pan, making a red, steaming sauce in the kitchen. Careful now, Pee-Pee ladles the thick red sauce into glass jars, filling them up to the very top. Seal it up. Pee-Pee screws the lid on tight, looking proud of his homemade tomato sauce creation. Special delivery. Pee-Pee rides his bike to the cave, basket full of sauce and fruit for his new friend. A gift for you. Pee-Pee hands 2 jars of sauce to the delighted bear, with a cat smiling by his side. Group hug. The bear wraps his arms around Pee-Pee and the cat, celebrating their wonderful new friendship. Winter is here. Pee-Pee trudges through deep snow towards a cozy wooden house as snowflakes fall gently. Look what I found. Pee-Pee spots a red Santa hat in the snow, puts it on, and smiles with holiday cheer. Holiday planning. Pee-Pee and Piglet, dressed in winter gear, chat excitedly about their Christmas mission. Santa's workshop is busy. Pee-Pee and Piglet fill a giant sack with colorful toys and gifts for everyone. Ready to fly, 3 happy huskies bark with joy, eager to pull the red sleigh through the winter wonderland. Out we go. Pee-Pee and Piglet wave to the village and they glide fast through the snow on their magical ride. Through the magical forest, the sleigh speeds past snowy pine trees while soft flakes fall all around them. Checking it twice, Pee-Pee holds up the friends list to make sure no one is forgotten on this special night. First stop, the sleigh pulls up to a cozy cottage where a panda opens the door with a warm smile. A sweet treat, Pee-Pee hands a giant candy cane to the delighted panda, spreading joy and holiday cheer. Oh no! Under a pine tree, Pee-Pee spots a shivering little rabbit looking cold and sad in the snow. Warm and cozy, Pee-Pee wraps a pink scarf around the bunny, who smiles with gratitude for the kind gift. High on the hill, a little girl stands alone, silhouetted against the bright moon in the night sky. Climbing up, Pee-Pee gives the goat a golden bell. Ring-a-ding! The goat jumps for joy with his new treasure. Hold on tight, the sleigh rushes through a blinding blizzard, bravely pushing forward through the fog and wind. Watch out! A pile of snow falls from a tree, burying the sleigh and the friend in a sudden whiteout. We're okay. Pee-Pee and Piglet pop out of the snow cave, hugging each other to stay warm and safe. The storm has passed. Under a beautiful purple sky and full moon, The friends marvel at the winter night. Heave-ho! Pee-Pee, Piglet, and the Huskies work together to push the stuck sleigh out of the deep snowbank. Ice delivery. They arrive at an igloo on the frozen lake where a cute penguin waits for a surprise. Let's skate! Pee-Pee gives the penguin shiny silver skates, and he spins happily on the slippery ice. Rescue mission. Pee-Pee finds a poor puppy stuck in a deep snowy hole, shivering and needing help. Let there be light. Pee-Pee places a glowing lantern by the puppy, warming him up with his gentle heat. Playtime. A cute kitten bats at a ball of yarn, enjoying the winter evening by the wooden cabin. Roll it. Pee-Pee and Piglet strain to push a massive ball of red yarn through the heavy snow. Circus act. The giant bull rolls forward with a happy kitten running right on top of it. Bird. A brown cow sits shivering in the snow, looking very cold until Pee-Pee and Piglet rush to help. Toasty Toast. They put giant red fuzzy boots on the cow's hooves, making her smile with warmth. On the frozen lake, a tiny yellow duckling shivers alone, waiting for a holiday miracle. Snug as a bug, Pee-Pee zips a yellow puffer jacket onto the duckling, who flaps his wings in pure joy. Group hug. Pee-Pee, Piglet, and the sheep huddle around a cold tiger cub, sharing their warmth and love. Summer is here. Pee-Pee and Piglet drive a big red harvester through golden wheat fields under the blue sky. Harvest time. The blades spin and cut the wheat, filling the machine with valuable golden grain. Hard work. Standing in the field, Pee-Pee and Piglet tie the wheat stalks into neat bundles with straw ropes. Filling up, Pee-Pee pours the golden grain from a basket into a burlap sack held open by his helpful friend. Heavy lifting, grounding with effort, Pee-Pee and Piglet work together to lift the full sack of grain. Up it goes. Pee-Pee heaves the heavy sack onto the trailer, stacking it high with the others. Driving home, Pee-Pee steers the tractor down the dirt path, while Piglet rests on the sacks in the back. Drying day. In the sunny courtyard, Pee-Pee and Piglet rake the grain out on a mat to dry it in the sun. Sweep it up. Pee-Pee uses a broom to gather the dry grain into a big cone-shaped pile, while Piglet watches. Dinner time. Pee-Pee opens the rice cooker, revealing perfectly cooked, fluffy white rice steaming hot. Fresh and clean. At the sink, Pee-Pee and Piglet wash bright orange carrots and greens for their meal. Prep time. Pee-Pee carefully slices raw meat into steaks on a wooden board while Piglet waits hungrily. Sizzle. Pee-Pee flips the steaks in the pan. The kitchen smells amazing, and Piglet can't wait to eat. Serving up, Pee-Pee fills the place with rice, steak, and veggies. Piglet licks his lips in anticipation. Garden fresh, outside in the sunshine. Pee-Pee and Piglet clean more vegetables at the outdoor sink. Stirring the pot, steam rises as Pee-Pee cooks a big pot of rice, with Piglet standing by ready to help. Fun A.P. Sitting at the table, the friends enjoy their delicious meal, happy and full. Back to work. In the sunny farmyard, Pee-Pee and Piglet shovel golden grain into sacks for storage. Sweet dreams after a long day. Pee-Pee and Piglet sleep soundly in their beds under the moonlight. Tropical harvest. In the pineapple field, Pee-Pee holds a large fruit while Piglet carries the basket. Full load. Pee-Pee drives the tractor with a trailer full of pineapples, Piglet riding along in the back. Stuck, the tractor wheels spin in a muddy patch, splashing mud everywhere. They aren't moving. Help needed. Pee-Pee runs down the road to find assistance while Piglet stays with a stuck tractor. Hello, bear. Pee-Pee finds a large brown bear in a cave and asks for a favor. The bear looks friendly. To the rescue! Phoebe rides on the bear's back, rushing back to save the tractor from the mud. Super strength! The bear lifts the tractor out of the mud with his strong paws while Phoebe cheers. Loading out! Phoebe and Piglet put the pineapples back onto the trailer while the bear watches with a smile. Fresh juice in the kitchen. Phoebe uses a juicer to make fresh drinks. Piglet watching the glass fill up. Cheers! Phoebe serves bright yellow pineapple juice to Piglet. It looks cool and refreshing. Delivery run. Phoebe pedals his bike with juice and fruit. Piglet riding in the basket on the back. Thank you. Phoebe arrives at the cave and gives the basket of pineapples and juice to the helpful bear. Picnic time. Phoebe, Piglet, and the bear enjoy a lovely picnic outside the cave, sharing fruit and juice. Driving down the lane, Phoebe steers the tractor while Piglet enjoys the ride in the back. Oh no, a poor cow is lying on the grass, looking sad with a red scratch on her leg. She looks so hurt. Phoebe and Piglet spot the injured friend and know they have to help. Hit the brakes! Phoebe stops the tractor and they both rush over to check on the cow. Don't worry, Phoebe pats the cow gently, letting her know that help has arrived. Emergency kit. Phoebe runs back to the tractor to grab the white box with the red cross. Dr. Pee-Pee. He kneels down and carefully wraps a clean white bandage around the hurt leg. Feeling better, the cow stands up to test her leg and looks relieved. Good job, Tim! Hop in. They help the cow into the trailer where she can rest on some soft hay. Moving slowly, the tractor carries the special passenger down the road towards the farm. Home sweet home! They arrive at the red barn where the cow can be safe and sound. Cozy and warm, Pee-Pee and Piglet help the cow settle into a nice pile of hay inside the barn. Construction time. Phoebe saws through wood while Piglet holds it steady. Building is hard work. Hammer time. Phoebe drives a nail into the beam, building a strong new home for their friend. Heavy lifting. Together they raise the wooden frame, creating a brand new stall for the cow. Squeaky clean. Pee-Pee wipes down the new wooden door, making sure everything is perfect. Dinner is served. Pee-Pee brings a bundle of fresh green grass to the happy cow in her new home. Milking time. Pee-Pee sits on the stool to milk the cow while Piglet waits with the bucket. Splash! Fresh white milk fills the metal bucket, swirling around as it fills to the top. Full bucket. Pee-Pee and Piglet look at the fresh milk with a smile, proud of their work. Bottling it up, Pee-Pee pours the milk into glass bottles and Piglet caps them with threadless. Ready to go. They load the heavy crate of milk bottles onto the tractor, ready for delivery. Milk run. Pee-Pee drives past green pastures, delivering fresh milk to the neighborhood. Delivery. Pee-Pee hands a cold bottle of milk to a happy goat waiting by the fence. One for you. The cat gets a bottle too, holding it tight with a grateful smile. Snack time. Back in the kitchen. Pee-Pee pours milk to go with a plate of chocolate chip cookies. Milk mustaches. The friends laugh as they dunk cookies and drink milk together at the table. Look up! Pee-Pee spots a giant spiky durian fruit hanging high in the tall tree. Timber. Wearing gloves. Pee-Pee uses a long pole to cut the stem, and the fruit falls down. Ouch! Piglet tries to pick it up barehanded and trips, his finger on the sharp spikes. Let me fix it. Pee-Pee puts a bandage on Piglet's finger, making him feel much better. Careful now. Pee-Pee packs the spiky fruits into a wooden crate, while Piglet stays safe. Heave-ho! They lift the crate onto the trailer, getting ready to take the harvest home. Driving at sunset, the tractor has home bathed in golden light after a long day. Cracking it open, Pee-Pee uses a knife to pry open the thick shell, revealing the yellow fruit inside. Looks delicious. Pee-Pee takes out the creamy yellow segments and puts them on a plate. Taste test. Pee-Pee and Piglet take a bite and love the sweet, creamy flavor of the fresh durian. Mixing it up, Pee-Pee mashes the fruit with milk and sugar to make a special frozen dessert. Freeze time. He pours the yellow mixture into the machine while Piglet waits with a spoon. Scoop it up. Pee-Pee fills waffle cones with dried yellow durian ice cream for a tasty treat. Yummy! Sitting outside, the friends enjoy their ice cream cones, getting it on their noses. Packing up, Pee-Pee puts the leftovers in the cooler to share with a special friend. On the road again, Pee-Pee drives the tractor with a cooler, while Piglet holds it steady. Surprise! They arrive at the tiger's house and hand him a delicious ice cream cone. Thumbs up! The tiger takes a lick and his eyes go wide. He loves the sweet treat. Picnic party. Pee-Pee, Piglet, and the tiger sit on a log enjoying ice cream in the sun. Melon patch. Pee-Pee walks through vines covered in giant, round watermelons. Knock knock. Pee-Pee taps a melon to hear the sound. This one is perfectly ripe. Snip. Pee-Pee cuts the thick vine with shears while Piglet waits with a basket. It's huge. Pee-Pee tries to lift it, but it's too heavy. Piglet rushes in to help. Waddle waddle. They carry the heavy fruit together, moving slowly toward the tractor. Up it goes. With a big grunt, they heave the watermelon onto the trailer with a thud. Bumpy ride. The tractor drives down the dirt road with the melons wobbling in the back. Full steam ahead. Pee-Pee drives with determination, pulling the heavy load back home. Splash! They roll the giant watermelon into a tub of water to get it ready for eating. Scrub it up. Pee-Pee washes the green skin until it's squeaky clean and shiny. Crack! Pee-Pee slices it open to reveal the bright red, juicy fruit inside. Slice it up. Pee-Pee cuts the melon into wedges while Piglet claps his hooves in excitement. Blend it. Pee-Pee puts chunks into the blender and turns it into fresh red juice. Refreshing. Pee-Pee pours the juice into glasses with ice and umbrellas. Time to relax. Under the starry winter sky, Pee-Pee and friends share a warm fire and grilled fish with a gentle polar bear. The cold air creates clouds of steam, but the polar bear's friendly eyes warm everyone's heart. Burp! The poor polar bear rubs his frozen nose, shivering in the chilly night air. Group hug time. Pee-Pee and Piglet rush over to squeeze the big bear and share their warmth. Huddled close together, the friends create a cozy circle of love against the falling snow. Look up! The sky dances with the magical colors of the northern lights, making the night perfect. Morning brings new fun. Pee-Pee and Piglet giggle with a tiger friend, holding snowballs ready to throw. Snowball fight. Pee-Pee launches the snowball, and the tiger laughs as he dodges the
User
playful
wants me to
attack.
transcribe a video scene based on the...
Surprise! A fluffy sheep pops out to join the winter games near the decorated wooden barn. Time for a feast. The group gathers around a magnificent cake shaped exactly like their tiger friend. Yummy! Pee-Pee takes a big bite of the sweet cake, and the tiger enjoys a slice too. Hooray! Sparkles fall like magic snow as everyone cheers for the best winter party ever. Let's dance! Pee-Pee, Piglet, and the tiger show off their happy moves in the deep snow. Pure joy, Piglet laughs with snow on his nose, having the best time of his life. Say cheese, the friends pose together for a photo to remember this wonderful day forever. A crisp new morning, a bright yellow snowmobile waits outside the cabin, ready for adventure. Sundown Pee-Pee is ready, wearing his red hat. He steps out full of energy for the day ahead. Hello there! Pee-Pee passes his trusted snowmobile, which smiles back, eager to start the engine. Hook it up! Pee-Pee attaches the blue sled and loads it with firing for the journey. Safety first! Pee-Pee puts on his goggles and starts the engine with a puff of smoke. Vroom! Dashing through the snow, Pee-Pee drives a smiling snowmobile through the beautiful pine forest. Full speed ahead! Snow kicks up as Pee-Pee steers with determination and a big smile. Slow down! Pee-Pee spots a large orange tiger sitting in the snow, looking very sad. Oh no! The poor tiger has his hole caught in a metal trap. He needs help fast. Don't worry, Pee-Pee rushes over to examine the trap, promising to set the tiger free. I have a plan. Pee-Pee runs to his sled and grabs a red tool to pry the trap open. With all his might, Pee-Pee uses the tool to force the metal jar open. Almost there. Snap! The trap opens and the tiger quickly pulls his paw out. Safe and not hurt. Thank you. The grateful tiger shakes Pee-Pee's hand. A new friendship is born in the snow. Kisses. The tiger licks Pee-Pee's fist to say thanks, and Pee-Pee giggles with a warm hug. What a sight! They walk together and find a grove of gigantic, house-sized pineapples covered in snow. Amazing! Pee-Pee and the tiger stand small before the massive fruit, looking up in wonder. Going up, the tiger holds the ladder steady while Pee-Pee climbs to reach the top. Cleaning time! Pee-Pee clears the heavy snow off the top of the giant pineapple. Look out below! A massive pile of snow slides off and buries the poor tiger. Surprise! Pee-Pee jumps down, and friends pop out of the snow, laughing with a snowy tiger. Home base! The group gathers at the red barn, decorated with twinkling Christmas lights. Getting ready, the animals work together to clear a flat space in the yard for a big project. Big plans! Pee-Pee and the tiger set up a giant metal ring on the ground. What are they baking? High-tech! Pee-Pee waves from the top of a ladder next to a gigantic juicer machine. Heave-ho! The tiger and Piglet push a giant pineapple into the machine to make batter. Liquid gold! Creamy yellow pineapple batter pours out, filling the giant mold to the brim. Every last drop, Pee-Pee and the tiger pour the final bowl of batter to finish the mix. Fire it out, they bake the cake in a large brick oven, fanning the flames to keep it hot. Perfection! The giant golden brown dome cake is finished. It smells absolutely delicious. Art time. Pee-Pee climbs up to decorate, placing giant candy eyes to bring the cake to life. Stripes. Pee-Pee has chocolate lines, and the tiger realizes the cake looks just like him. Ta-da! The giant tiger cake is revealed. The real tiger is so touched by the surprise. Party time. Rabbits, sheep, and squirrels gather around, clapping for the masterpiece. Make a wish. A candle flickers on top, lighting up everyone's happy faces. Family photo. Everyone shares a big group hug in front of the festive tiger cake. Playful splash. The tiger gently hits Pee-Pee with a snowball while eating cake. Laughter fills the air. Delivery time. Pee-Pee loads colorful gifts into his red pickup truck, watched by a bunny. Santa's helper. Pee-Pee drives the truck piled high with presents through the snowy landscape. Merry Christmas. Pee-Pee hands a green gift box to a happy horse peering out of the stable. Hop to it. A group of excited bunnies hops around Pee-Pee as he hands out their presents. The finishing touch. Pee-Pee climbs high to place a glowing yellow star on the big tree. Magic! The tree lights up the night, and Pee-Pee sits with his friends to admire the glow. Snow angels. Pee-Pee slips while drinking cocoa and decides to make shapes in the snow with the bunnies. Silent night. The friends gather around the beautiful tree as snow falls gently. Merry Christmas to all!